And hello, welcome everybody back to Goblin Guys. I am DM Daddy Mike, and we are playing with the Southern Route, and we're all here. Yay! Welcome back, Jonah.
Yeah.
Jonah, I believe we were told that you were getting a BBL. That's why you were out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first week was one cheek, the second week was the other cheek.
Yeah.
I don't think it's big enough yet.
Yeah.
Not that any of you can see it.
Yeah. Well, save it for the Patreon. Save it for the after hours Goblin.
Sure, that's what that is.
What we don't see is that you're actually sitting on ice packs still.
Yes. Well, welcome back. We're happy to have you back at the table. It's always great to sit around and play D&D with friends. So I can't wait for my friends to show up.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. We'll be here all night.
No, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick recap.
I'm very excited to hear about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
But first, I'm doing something a little bit new with the tables. Is like we want to get into kind of a little bit more role play stuff to kind of get centered with your character. So I'm going to go around the table, ask you a question about your particular character to kind of get back into character a little bit. And the question tonight is going to be, which RuPaul's Drag Race queen would your character like to spend an evening with? Or perform with.
Oh.
Who would like to go first if they know off the top of their head? If not, I can say who I would maybe.
I'll go.
Okay, Des. Who would Zamir want to spend time with?
Zamir want to spend time with Katya.
Katya.
Because Katya is like, she is just crazy enough, like public facing, but like 90% of the time she is in her house, on her couch, not doing a damn thing.
Usually sewing. She's a big sewer.
Yeah, so Katya is the answer.
Okay, Katya. Anyone else? It doesn't also have to.
This is maybe character art inflected, but
Yeah.
I'm currently thinking about Jimbo because of their ability to do a look that entirely anonymizes the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yes.
you're able to just give yourself giant jugs whenever you
I
want.
do have giant jump capability.
We will be exploring that on tonight's stream. Big old natural, big unnaturals.
Yes.
Big unnaturals.
I think Safina would want to spend time with Bianca because she doesn't suffer fools.
Yeah.
And neither
Ooh,
does Safina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you had a lot of fools suffered this past
I
couple
sure
of
did.
Yes,
situations.
Yeah, and was made a fool. Well, in hindsight.
Sure.
Hindsight. Nathaniel, Merrimack's
I think
drag queen of choice.
Merrimack is walking children in nature with Miss
Tammy
Tammy
Brown.
Brown.
Two redheads in
Sure.
nature.
Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I love that. I'm terrified of that combo for some reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, just think about your characters and how they would perform at a drag show. Maybe you'll get some tips. So we're going to go into a quick recap, mostly for Jonah, so they understand but all of you, because you guys don't pay attention. No. We're looking at the board right now. So in the last two sessions ago, you guys were in the city of Earthheart, looking for a path through potentially through the plane of Earth to get further west. Something occurred in Earthheart that triggered a gravity well that pulled you all inside. Prasa, in this, you were pulled into the plane of Earth. You were knocked out and somehow awoke further west than everyone else, but we'll get to what happened with you. In the meantime, these three traveled with Kartha, the half-elf monk that is working with, maybe not working with, Faye, in an effort to kill the lich known as Thurzan Vul, who is the cause of necronics coming and appearing within the material plane. He had been trapped there by another adventuring party many, many months, if not years ago, and he struck a deal with the group. He had two connections to the material plane. Safina's bracelet, as she is serving as a living phylactery, and Merrimack's warlock connection with him because he had worn a cursed crown many months ago. Safina was the one who decided to take Thurzan into her bracelet, and he released them into the material plane once again, in which they were confronted by the man known as Orax. the gilded deceiver, the great betrayer. He had presented them with your homunculus, Prasa. He had somehow found it in the confusion as something of goodwill to try and connect you all together. They all took a long rest, and the next morning they met up with a centaur by the name of General Kieran Broyander. He was part of the Court of Seasons. He worked for the Spring Branch under Aurelia Petalbrook, and they were searching for pieces of the Armor of Twilight, as their device led them to your homunculus specifically. And they used that as a bit of a compass to find a pair of greaves. And the greaves were part of this armor set, but they were also carrying with them a prisoner of sorts, a warforged by the name of Eight, who had 4 arms and was a bit perturbed that he wasn't able to be let go. He was very stabby friendly. He almost stabbed both all of these people. He managed to escape during the chaos once they found the greaves, took the greaves, connected them to his body, so now he is a mechanical centaur. My joke was that I named him 8 so he could have 8 legs.
So he's a spider.
He's a spider,
Right.
yes. And escaped. These 3 rode off on top of the centaurs in a chase to try and get the greaves back. And someone, I'm not going to say who,
Oh, good God.
cast banishment on 8. And because of his dual nature of being both a warforged from the Astral Sea, as well as connected with a fey piece of armor, they're not sure where he was actually banished to, and he never returned. So the centaurs were a bit disappointed, to say the least, but they handed back the homunculus with the compass still on it that pointed further west, which the group assumed is getting closer to you. And I believe that, Merrimack, you were the one who did know that the piece of armor was very similar to the greaves. You kind of it mirrored them in a certain way. But yes, so you all set out west looking for evidence of Merrimack. In the meantime, Merrimack, you awoke not that far from the city of Charmead. You were probably, I'd say, like a couple days west. You awoke under a small tree, and next to you was the ambered body of Elowin Nocturne, as well as Maxine, your horse. It was a little confusing because you were having trouble summoning your homunculus and you didn't know where your friends were. But I'll say that you have the option, if you'd like, to go to Charmead if you'd like, because you can see the town. It's probably like a few miles away. It is you can get close enough. It's a trade city. It's like a sprawling trade city, warm sandstone, colorful silk banners. You don't know how many people actually live in this town because a lot of people are coming and going. So, considering that it's at a crossroads, you think it's pretty safe to say that if you stay here long enough, maybe you'll run into your friends. And as you get to close to Charmead, you do sense that your homunculus is nearby and with people. And I can't remember, can you see through your homunculus?
I cannot see through it. I can telepathically communicate with it within a mile.
So yeah, at a certain point, like you get the sense that it's with people, but you can't really communicate. You get like that sense. It's kind of baked into the armor itself that you're wearing. You're not sure if it's your friends or not, but the homunculus you can sense that it is coming closer with people.
All right.
So you have like a day to kind of stay in Charmead. I would say if you want, the cart is with Maxine, so you can easily like take Elowin with you, or you can choose to hide them.
I'm gonna choose to hide them. On the knowledge of like, I can't talk to Maxine. I can't give her instructions.
She's
I don't have a good explanation as to why I have a woman encased in glass.
yes. There's enough like tall grass, and it kind of blends in that you're able to kind of construct a makeshift hidey hole for her, and you can at least take Maxine with you.
In my best attempt to communicate with Maxine, I elongate my face into brown fur, still with the curly hair, and I'm like, try my best to speak directly to her with a hoarse face, to be like, I'm trying to talk to you, I'm doing my best. Trust me on this.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Great.
As much as it would probably disturb other people to see this occurring from a distance, Maxine seems oddly...
She seems oddly 8 animal handling?
She's confused, but it's not so much that you're going to scare her off. She kind of follows you at a distance because you get that she's probably hungry, but if you wanted to like ride her, she might buck you.
I can walk. I have feet.
Yeah.
Good.
So you get to Charmead. You can tie her up. It's a trade city, and there's a few places that you note. There's the Gilded Reins, which is kind of more of a sprawling carnivorous tavern where traders and mercenaries kind of do a lot of work. It's a little bit like a bazaar almost, where there's a lot of shops set up. There's a forge nearby called the Emberglass Forge, where there's a lot of black iron forge built into like with sandstone, but they use this like almost obsidian looking glass into the blades. And then there's a luxurious bathhouse and entertainment hall called the Velvet Mirage, where you surmise that there are people of note doing deals and selling secrets behind closed doors.
I mean, I love that. I don't know what secrets I need right now.
Yeah.
I'd say make a general. If you want, you can just kind of sit around a crowded area to kind of pick information
Listen
up.
to the stories of
Yeah.
what's happening around. I would love that.
Okay.
I don't really even know possibly where in the world I am.
I'd say within like a couple hours of being in Charmead, you get the sense of what this town is, but you plop yourself down in a crowded area, make a perception check.
Great. 7. Wisdom is not my strong point.
The only thing that you know is that there is we're going to switch to the map. The only way west is there's 2 ways west for you. There's potentially through the Firestep Citadel up here through the mountains, or all the way to the west in Feymarch. The reason being is the lake of steam that's kind of blocking off these 2 land masses is boiling because of this active volcano. So there's no easy way to cross the lake of steam. But you do know that there is a city that is nearby named Durlusk that might have, like, you might find a way across. It seems like Durlusk is the most direct route across the Lake of Steam itself. But so your 3 options are those pathways.
We're kind of not in Thayan territory anymore.
No, you're pretty far from it at this point.
All right. Maybe that means there's not a Tarask following us.
You haven't seen one?
Yeah. I'd love to seek out some connections about Feymarsh.
Okay. Yeah, it's They, not Thay.
They them march.
Yeah, they them march. So you ask around. I'd say make a either investigation or persuasion check.
Great. I will take persuasion, and I am gonna just like re-adopt my Omnian trader Prasa Vemel.
Yeah, tell it. Well,
Attire.
what does this Prasa look like?
Prasa, how she mostly appeared in her pre-stream time, is a mid-40s, dark with graying curly hair, sort of like Greek in appearance in our world, bubbly antiques dealer from the coastal country of Amun.
All right, yeah.
And that's a decent roll of a 14.
So, are you looking for information of the town, or what are you trying to glean?
What's the that seems to be a way around the lake. What would the passage be? What would we possibly need to do to cross that?
So typically there is a ferry that goes across that little strait.
Not a winged.
Not a ring,
boat.
yeah.
Got it.
Although it might have wings, the ferry. But you hear that there are ne'er-do-wells, as people have been calling them in Thaymarch, who have maybe not taken over the town, but kind of used their power to enact a heavier toll of people crossing, knowing that this is the safest path. You listen, and something perks your ears. The army of the first people have taken over this part of the...
Interesting.
And as you're thinking of this, what is your passive perception?
10. Neutral.
You see a man, a gnome, for a moment that makes eye contact with you, and you think you recognize them, and then they see you, and then they kind of bolt. You can't really place their face. You can choose to run after them if you'd like. You get the recognition that they see you, they make eye contact with you, and then they just turn and kind of move away.
I'm gonna try and follow. I'm gonna duck behind something, change my face, shed one layer, stuff it into my bag.
Okay.
And follow, looking a little different.
Okay. Then make a either stealth check or athletics check. Either you're doing it sneakily to kind of make sure you're not seen, or athletics to run and keep up.
I'm gonna do it sneakily. 1 moment. Yeah, it's an 18.
Yeah, you're able to kind of take the long way around, and you kind of perch up on some boxes, and you get a good look at this gnome. You know this gnome. This is Professor Pippin Whistlewick.
What? What? That dweeb is here?
He looks really stressed and really worse for wear.
We've got to be so far away.
Yes. He is ducking and weaving, and you see him run into the Velvet Mirage, and you know that he's at least in there, but he's probably, if he's going to get a room, he's going to be hard to find for a while. So you can stake out some time if you'd like, but yeah, you feel pretty confident that your friend, the homunculus is going to be there within the next half day.
It's so weird that Pippin saw me and hid. Because Alara is nominally a friend, and he doesn't really exist outside of her. I want to track him down and figure out what he's doing here.
Okay. It's going to take you a good chunk of the day just to kind of stake it out and just make sure that you don't lose him, knowing that he's in there, so you're keeping a good look on the Velvet Mirage. In the meantime, the three of you taking the journey from the east all the way to Charmead, knowing that the compass is pointing you in at least this direction. Is there anything you'd like to do before you arrive to the city? It's about a half day's journey before you get there. You've just lost the pair of Greaves, and I believe you do have some lingering questions about your teammate Prasa that you were discussing as you were leaving. Whether or not they are a person of interest to...
All right. Are we still with the...
The centaurs are long gone.
Oh. Right. You were going to tell us some shit.
You made mention that you knew who the Prince of Twilight was.
Right, because we had that conversation with Lorax.
Mm-hmm.
Pronouncing that right? I specifically have written down here to ask Prasa about the memory witch, but I don't remember what you were going to tell us or what that conversation was going to be.
Merrimack doesn't know about a memory witch, but are we in a cart? We walking?
You're walking.
We're walking. I think Merrimack sort of twiddles his thumbs for a second and is walking a couple steps ahead, and then and turns back to the group.
I have an announcement.
Yes, I have an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I think he, in a really gruff, quiet sort of tone, says, "I'm sorry I kept the Prince of Twilight information from you both in the time. I didn't want to speak because I have misspoken several times, but if you have questions, I'm happy to answer with what little I know.
Safina will just say, tell us everything you know.
Before we were teleported here, before everything happened in the Great Shifting, I wasn't there. I learned separately, right?
About
I learned
Harlow?
vicariously about
Yeah.
Harlow. Okay. Merrimack continues. And says, one of my dear companions who I had in Neverwinter, a hysterical bard by the name of Harlow, who was always good to me and always with me.
The one with the purple scarf.
The one with, you know what, it's funny that you mention it. It's not the one with the purple scarf, but thank you for reminding me of that, because we'll get there. We'll get there.
Continue.
That was the other friend. But before we were separated, I learned very quickly that Harlow was told that he was the Prince of Twilight.
Who told Harlow that he was a Prince of Twilight?
Who do you think?
I'm unsure.
Serena. Celine.
Celine.
Serena to us. Yeah, Sabrina, Selena, Helena. She told him. But I wasn't there. I found out just before I was told second nature. But that is the extent of what I know.
And did he seem in possession of any armor pieces?
Not that I remember. No. No, it was all happening too fast.
And you do remember that it was told to him that his memory had been erased by someone named Marwa.
Oh, that's
Memory
right.
Witch.
Of course. And that his memory was replaced by a memory witch named Marwa.
Who Prasa likely has information on.
Right.
But that's all I know.
Do you...
That's all you know.
I can't remember if we learned that Agnes... Like, we learned of Mara in relation to Agnes previously.
You made contact with a weird tiefling woman named Conjar.
Yes.
Who was hunting hags and hunting witches, and she attacked Agnes thinking she was Marwa because she could sense the memory adjustment on her.
Right.
But in reality, Agnes had her memory adjusted by Marwa.
Okay. So we have a vested interest in learning who Marwa is, independent of all of this Prince of Twilight nonsense.
Yes.
Right.
And Orax nonsense and everything.
Does Harlow believe that he's the Prince of Twilight?
I don't think so. I don't think Harlow believes in much, to be honest. Certainly not that.
Okay.
And who is Harlow to you?
A friend. A bard.
A bard.
A jolly good time. But no more than that. Just a friend.
But also can't remember a good chunk of his existence.
Maybe that's why he's so jolly.
Possibly.
Come on now. But that is all I know.
Yeah.
It seems we must find Prasa then with haste.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys are close to the city of Sharmeed. The compass is going. It's starting to turn at this point, so you know that some piece of Twilight armor is close by. But yes, you guys arrive in this trader city. Sandstone homes kind of dot this open field area. Nothing taller than a story or two. Lots of traders. And you're like, okay, he might be here. You guys can make a investigation check to see if you can find him. And then Prasa, if you'd like, you can make a perception to see if you see them.
All right. I would love if the homunculus gets within range to start directing it to move up and sort of.
You're deciding that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it can easily do that.
Once it's within a mile, I can direct it.
Yeah, you guys see as within a mile of the city, the homunculus just starts moving faster and faster, and then you see it go up into the air. So you know it's what you want it hovering over the city.
Sort of like go up and come down, so I can potentially see it.
Yeah.
If it's moving closer.
Yeah, I'd say
Don't
you.
find my way.
Do you all follow the homunculus?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it takes a bit, and then you come to this kind of weave through the carts, and you see. Are you trying to keep yourself hidden from them?
No, because I don't know they're coming. I just
Yeah.
know my little devices here.
So you see the homunculus just land, and you see which version of you are you right now?
Prasa, the antique stealer.
Okay, so you see this middle-aged woman kind of grab it.
Excuse me, and I try to grab it away from you. I don't think this belongs to you.
Oh, I really, honestly, I specialize in these kinds of things. I know a terrific amount about devices like this.
Again, I don't think it belongs.
I shift just the face, but not the hair. I know a terrific amount about devices like this.
Okay,
Flip
that's not.
When that happens, Safina is going to draw her sword and point it at you.
Yeah, and I immediately also grab my quarterstaff.
Merrimack steps in front and says, "Wait." In the grand scuffle of where we are, something is coming back to my memory. And I saw this woman with me on the platform just before we fell. Just before we fell. And I had a sneaking suspicion that I wasn't hallucinating.
I have some things to tell you about all of this.
Safina will say, well, tell us quickly because we have some difficulty. We have had some difficulty with changelings before we were teleported.
Oh, incredible. Well, hold on. Let me do something familiar. And let me just step out of common view for this.
You can find an alleyway.
Yeah.
It's
and
private
shift
enough.
back to the man that you were familiar with. This is all mutable. This, I didn't want to play my cards. I didn't know you very well. And then fucking Elowin showed up, who's been giving me so much trouble, and I just sort of lost it. I'm sorry. Yeah, this, I just cycle through a couple of faces and bodies. Just sort of turns when I need it to.
That doesn't look good. I don't like it.
I can make it look really not good. Hold
I
on.
don't want that.
Okay.
No, thank you.
I'll call the armor back up over me and fold the homunculus back over the sleeve as a sort of like, this is what you're used to, right?
Safina she'll say, what we're used to is irrelevant considering that we know who you are now. So explain what you have left untold.
Damn. I mean, it's a long life.
Then
Narrow it down.
Then give us some reason why we should continue our trek back home with you, considering what I have just told you about our history with changelings.
Oh gosh, mostly just because I've been, I think, steadfastly helpful other than hiding the fact that I've been, like, just one physical form? Or that mine changes a lot faster than yours does?
Do you have a default face?
I have put Prasa with her curls back on. I've been doing this a lot lately. She just seemed, an interesting way to attract a lot of attention in a way that I try to usually not attract attention. I had to go on... Let me tell you the story. I stole this from work. And I have been holding on to it for a while, and I didn't want anybody to recognize, switch back to Everland, this guy, whose job it was to go in and find, raid the shop raid the lab where I found it. And I have put on friendly, antique specialist from the neighboring country doing, busy work. And some things happened when we were in Baldur's Gate that required me to pretend to be, and I shift into the Elven, I believe, Prince of Twilight, that I have had to be this person for a little while.
And as Prasa shifts, he looks exactly like Harlow.
And then...
What was this face? What was that face towards Elf?
Harlow, my bard. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm still that.
Thank you for doing it again.
So,
This
Prince of Twilight
is my friend from Neverwinter.
that
well,
you
the Prince
know
of
is
Twilight, the
Prince.
inheritor of... Wait, what? You know this person?
I do.
I've just kind of been making it up as I go along. I've been trying to... I lost fingers to back up the story. I put them back. But I've been pretending that I don't have hands, so I can't play the lute like he supposedly does. I needed a reason that I couldn't play the lute.
Why did you have to impersonate Harlow?
Somebody threatened us. This memory lady in Baldur's Gate.
Marwa?
We are all a little more connected than I like us being. Yes. She and this prince person are in some sort of weird secret relationship and threatened us with, I'm not quite entirely sure at this point, but needed me to impersonate him to a large community of visiting elves. So they could elope together or something. I don't know. It was a lot of drama.
So Harlow's married to the witch?
No. Not
According
that
to
I
her.
know of.
According to her, they're on a long secret relationship.
And according to him, she took his memory away.
Ooh, this is much grosser
But
than I
was
thought
that
it was.
consensual?
I don't know.
And according to Orax, he is needed with your armor. Not according to Orax, sorry. According to these centaurs, he is needed to sit on the throne to secure the tear that Orax caused and requires your armor to do so before that tear can be healed.
I had to bullshit being that for a little while because he wouldn't do it. But I guess I had the armor, which he never had.
No. Not that I know of.
Prasa, you remember, you remember that the armor that Marwa gave you the story, you don't know how true it was, that she was coming up with a plan to try and save Harlow from this fate. And so to do that, she purposely distributed the pieces of armor that he was supposed to wear throughout the city of Baldur's Gate in hopes of kind of getting rid of it almost, which is where you found your breastplate and where your companion Ten's head was placed on his body. The other pieces, you're not aware what happened to them or where they went, but Ten's the person who a woman named Amelia Bloomcrest, who was a priestess of Gond,
Sort of assembled 10.
utilizing the helmet. But it was strange because it was just serendipitous the two of you came together. I'd say make an insight check or just a straight wisdom check if you'd like.
So 10 has the helmet, and he has the armor, and now 8 has the greaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. You found other pieces?
Yeah.
I mean, I always sort of thought that I would end up finding them, but I guess that doesn't really make sense. And I can make my own. I can make my own better ones at this point.
Sifino says, we found one, but we lost it. We don't know where.
They're, I guess, so sort of supposed to be lost right now, so... Wait, Orax caused this tear thing. What's this tear thing? I've heard about it from the elves, but I don't know.
Orax, as far as we understand, is the legendary great betrayer who tore the divine lattice in history, which has been causing all manner of planar disruption in the material plane.
The legend that you were told by the centaurs is that the Prince of Twilight is always called via elven lineage. It is kind of what elves have traded for long lifespans with the gods. So they are not called as soon as other mortals, and they get to serve out this long life and kind of live in the material plane and kind of orchestrate things a little bit longer than most races. But in return, one elf is called every generation to sit upon the throne and hold reality together, which is what, Prasa, you were going to be. That Mara was in the midst of trying to, as according to her, reconstruct reality, build something new, so that Harlow wouldn't have to serve this role, so that they could be together. And she asked you specifically to give her more time, which is why you donned the armor and tried
Pretended
to
to be this guy.
but that plan was disrupted as someone started to amber the city.
Yeah, somebody tried to put Baldur's Gate in a protective bubble out of I believe out of grief for his deceased wife, who he wanted to just sort of like put the city in
Nathaniel just gave me a
stasis.
look like, what is wrong with you?
I'm going through everything. I'm like,
What is your motivation in all of this?
Thank you.
I mean, the thing that's been most important to me is that I just get to go back to people not really noticing me, and that hasn't really worked out very well, so I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. I just wanted people to leave me alone.
Do you have to see people to transform into them?
I mean, accurately, I couldn't turn into your mom. I don't know what she looks like.
But you've seen Harlow.
I was described Harlow in significant detail.
And you can, if Prasa shifts back, you see that like there's little things that are different.
Uncanny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did I've been wandering the world and it's been very hard, so I look a little different and I'm missing some fingers.
Safina she'll sigh and say, before we were teleported, we discovered a changeling impersonating one of the leaders of Waterdeep, responsible for the catastrophe that has transpired, working in league with Thay, which is the motive behind my suspicion and why I am curious about your interest in remaining anonymous.
That's, I guess, super fair. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't know, I've kind of been a spy for a long time. I just don't want people to know who I am.
A spy for who?
Whoever had money. I gotta eat. Apartments aren't cheap.
Do you work in league with any other changelings?
I've never met another changeling in my life.
Can I roll an insight check?
You may. And you, Prasa, I want you to roll either persuasion or deception, but do not say what.
All right.
What'd you roll?
17.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 14.
You get the sense that Prasa is telling the truth. But you can't tell if they're lying or not.
I'm gonna ask though, wait, were your parents not changelings?
So I'd say
Damn.
the Safina, you can roll a Arcana check for me,
Okay,
please.
I don't roll. Okay, 22.
Yeah, so you'll know this, but Prasa, if you want, you can describe what you know about changelings, and if not, I can fill in the blanks.
All I'm going to say is that my parents were very disappointed and they very much wished that I was somebody else, which is unfortunate with all the vast number of people that I could potentially be. Anyway.
And I would presumably know more about changelings?
You know that changelings are fey creatures. You're not sure, you don't know the specifics of changeling society, if they even move in packs, how they come about, but they're inherently fey. And whether or not they're, how they come to be is still a bit of a mystery on this plane of existence, but they do exist. And what Prasa states kind of makes sense in that there's not that many of them. And if there are a lot of them, they're hiding from each other and hiding from the rest of the world because they can change into whoever they want whenever they want. So there could be literally just 2 changelings on this plane or 2 million. You're not sure.
And I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody else do it. I know from story that it happens.
Safina will sigh again, and she'll turn to Zamir and consider using message, but decide to say out loud, these two seem to have a habit of keeping things from us, but they don't seem smart enough to try to fool us.
Correct.
So I suppose we'll continue our journey now that we know just how connected we all are. And then she'll stare at you, kind of, with daggers.
Not real daggers.
With rapiers.
With the dagger that I have made more effective for you, and you keep doing that.
Oh, right, I forgot.
You have
It's the, warning, morning glory.
If I didn't genuinely have your health in my interests, I would have turned that off.
Who was the last person that paid you for a job?
I was doing some, industrial research. As shift back into the man you've known previously.
That's
As this
unsettling.
guy, it's gonna keep happening. As this guy, and my job was not anything to do with the armor, but something was interesting about it. They're just some of my various contacts that I collected. Like, I would go in and pretend to fix pipes and steal a book or take some notes. And I kept this and went dark on all my contacts. This is like 4 months ago? 5 months ago? I haven't worked in a while. I got really distracted.
Well, then we all got teleported across the cosmos, so like that's okay. Also, sorry, random thing. So can you just pick a face, or do you have to be described a face? Like if you wanted to make like, I want a bigger nose today, but keep my eyes.
Nose gets bigger.
Okay, lovely. Still unsettling. Thank you so much. Ugh.
The nose stays big.
That's okay. I'm sorry I asked.
Where
So
do we
there's
go
so
from
many-
here?
God, there's so many shenanigans I could do right
True.
now.
Truly.
Huh.
Safina will say, "How did you get here?"
Oh, Elowen, you remember Elowen?
Uh-huh.
She's back in the amber. I hid her under a tree outside of town. She's just in the grass because I didn't know what to do with her. I thought it would be weird if I brought a woman encased in amber into the town, and did not want to do that whole like lone queen thing.
How did you move her around?
You're gonna be really happy about this. Maxine is here.
Oh, Merrimack smiles and just a little teary-eyed. Just a little teary-eyed.
I'm really bad at talking to her.
We'll catch you up on everything you need to know.
Great.
We got you.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Yeah.
I don't know. I something happened, and I ended up in the woods outside of town, and I'm with Elowen in class, and Maxine, the invisible horse, and and somebody from Baldur's Gate is here, and who I thought was a friend and hid from me. Oh, it's weird. It's
They
all
saw
weird.
you, and they saw a face that they would know.
They saw me as Prasa, as
Yeah.
the woman they know the best.
And they ran.
Yeah. They've normally been a friend, so I don't know what that's about. But they're not very smart, so they'll be easy to grab and interrogate.
Well, we don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, she says. Safina says, "I doubt we'll find Marwa the Memory Witch in a random town wherever we are."
Marwa, if I'm interpreting the situation correctly, might be stuck in Baldur's Gate.
You remember that when you inadvertently tore open a pathway to the astral sea by making a Warforged explode, Marwa had to redirect. The elf that was trying to do it was also pulled in, and she used the latent spell to amber the city in a way to protect it from being pulled into this essentially black hole. That was
Say
caused.
that one more time.
Marwa. So there was an elf. His name was Vayril Aloran, who was going to amber the city into one perfect day, utilizing and trying to put Marwa's his dead wife's essence into Marwa. The group saved them, stopped him. There was a golden warforged named Fortune that had basically a bag of holding in its chest. A pocket dimension.
Oh.
And so when they threw some Vivicar at a Memoria crystal, which was made out of pale aetherite, it exploded. No, if I remember correctly, you attacked Fortune. His Vivicar blood sprayed on the Memoria crystal. It exploded because it had an extra-dimensional space in its chest.
Created a black hole.
It created a black hole and pulled everyone in.
And Marwa looked at the half-completed stasis ritual and went, well, everything's going to collapse into this black hole if I don't finish this, so zipped all of y'all out of here, I guess all over the world, took over the stasis ritual herself, I believe, is my interpretation, and is holding that in place. So she might be frozen at the center of Baldur's Gate on the edge of a pit to the astral sea.
You also remember that Marwa made mention that the spell that Varil was creating was sloppy, and that his intent was to just do it in Baldur's Gate, but her summation was that because of how the spell was cast, it was going to grow. The amber was going to spread. How fast, you're not sure, but it was not going to stay within Baldur's Gate specifically.
So a bunch of teleportation magic was somehow used within the exact same day, around the exact same time, and teleported us all at random. Okay.
I made you roll a wisdom check a while back, but you can roll it again if you'd like.
All right.
Or intelligence.
I definitely want intelligence.
Yeah.
But it's still bad. It's only an 8. I rolled poorly on that. Oh, wait. I fail a check. I have, what is this feature called? Flash of Genius to add 5 to the roll for 13.
This, I mean, you've done a lot of like sneaky street work for a while now. All of this seems way too coincidental. It feels like, how is it that these people are here and these people, and we're all connected, and this happens and that happens? It's like someone's writing a story.
These people were all. These two were at least involved in the teleportation stuff that was going on in Waterdeep. And it seems like the energy of the people of Baldur's Gate was being used to power that.
Correct.
So.
And Merrimack, you do remember that there was a disruption in the astral sea in the Divine Lattice when you were there with your group. That the only way to escape was to kind of open up portals specifically that teleported you and your friends and a good chunk of Neverwinter to different locations as well.
Safina will say, I suspect that our friend, Orax, has some interest, investment, or some manipulation of our current circumstances. He seemed to suggest that he had some interest in being on the right side of fate.
It sounds like he's caused a lot of problems already.
And
Am I reading this correctly?
And seems to be architecting the future, or at the very least, our survival.
Okay.
And she'll sigh and say, he saved me from a jail that I was put in by my parents.
I'll take that.
I still don't trust him, but for right now, he's been helpful.
I mean, like, complicatedly, like, Marwa's in the same boat of, like, whatever problem she's causing for somebody, she got at least me out of the trap that I was in.
He also got me out of the trap I was in Neverwinter, and helped my group find me when I had gone missing.
People are messy.
Yes.
What choice does this leave us with?
Finding your friend.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I just gotta find out what room he's in.
In this building here,
And you look around, and the Velvet Mirage is just covered in very nice velvet.
Which is a weird exterior
You're
choice.
very scary.
But it's popping. It seems like there's a good, nice little party inside potentially. It's around like 10 o'clock, almost 11 at this point. Also, I assume, Prasa, you showed them where Maxine is parked.
Yep.
Oh.
Where Maxine is parked, because I brought Maxine into town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can converse with her if you'd like.
I just want to go right up to her and give her a big... Is she invisible or visible?
She's invisible, but you see like the brindle where she's held, so you can easily
I get to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Merrimack just runs up and just shouts, and they back and forth and just cry and kiss, and all you just see tears coming out, but no horse, just droplets of water.
Yeah.
And Merrimack just wiping.
This old woman just kind of walks by and makes eye contact with you, and she's like, okay, and just keeps walking.
My only question is, has he been taking care of you, Maxine?
You know, it's I like roughing it every once in a while. I have to say, I could prefer, a few more snacks if you got any.
I will get that fixed right now.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
So yeah, she seems in good spirits at this point.
Okay.
You can make your way into the Velvet Mirage if you'd like.
It's a bathhouse?
It's
We know how much you love a bath.
it's a bathhouse and entertainment hall. Basically, Brett Midler is performing.
Stop.
This
Brett Midler, I hate you.
he is
Come on, here at the Continental Wrath.
yeah, it's a bunch of people just enjoying each other's company. Yeah, there's a woman, the proprietor. Her name is Lady Sarah Fiel, and she is a kind of like an older, I'd say like in her mid to late 50s human woman, but you can tell that she's been running this place like a Denny's. But yeah, darker skin, pulled back hair, but she says, "Welcome to the Velvet Mirage. Is this your first time joining our establishment?"
These folks have been before, ma'am, but me, this is my first time.
Ah, we love a virgin.
Thank you.
Come on in, come on in. So we have the general fee of 1 gold per person just for the ground floor. And you look up, it's one of the few 2-tiered buildings. If you'd like one of our private rooms, that's about 5 gold apiece. And if you'd like to bring any of our companions, that will be at their discretion. And if you'd like, there are social rooms in the back that cost a little extra.
I'll look over at Prasa, or I'll lean into Prasa and whisper, "Do you see your friend around the main floor? What was their name again?"
I'll say it loud enough. It's Pippin Whistlewick. He's about this big, and he's in big trouble.
At that point, you do see what's everyone's passive perception, I guess, at this point.
That's 13.
10. My passive
13.
investigation, though,
Yeah.
is 18.
I'll allow that, like you're
Okay.
because
18s.
you know Pippin.
Yes.
You've met Pippin a very long time ago.
A very long time ago.
You do see, and you see this gnome just kind of bolt for the common rooms in the back. You're not sure if it's him or not, but the minute Prasa said that, like someone's ears pricked up, and
How did he went into the room, or
there's the social, there's like the bar area where Brett Midler's performing, and then there's like a back room, the dark room, if you will, and then there's a staircase up. So he went into the dark room.
I think I can certainly pay 1 gold admission to work my way back for this troublesome little friend that I would like to see.
Allow me. I've
Yeah.
been a little bit of trouble. Miramax pulls out.
It covers everyone's.
Yeah, just
She says thank you, and she gives you a little piece of paper. She says, "10th visit is free."
thank you.
Safina's gonna just book it for back there.
Yeah. Actually, what's the light in here right now?
It is dark. It is.
I shadow step right to the dark room.
Can you see in darkness?
I have dark vision.
Yeah, you guys all see as Zamir just kind of fades into shadow, and you can't see where they appear, but you are in this massive dark room. There's a lot of people here. It's smoky and it's sweaty, and there are things you're seeing. You're just like, okay, that's happening. That's happening.
Yep.
Understood. Taking notes. Didn't know you could do that. And then you see 2 minotaur just kind of like making out in the corner, and in between them, underneath their legs, you see a gnomish man kind of just like hiding.
Great, lovely. I'm gonna. Okay. Wow, you shouldn't be right there. Let me just. Okay, that is a hazard. That's. I'm gonna come back to that later. I want to grab the gnome and just try to. I mean, like, I'm gonna put them over my shoulder. If
Yeah,
I can.
he'll try to get away. Just make a dexterity check. It's going to be a low DC because
13 on the die.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
grab
like,
him by
"Oh,
the
shit."
scruff of his tunic, and he's like, wait, I'm sorry.
I pull him off, and I thaumaturgy make my eyes turn red. Shut up, we're getting out of here. And I put him on my shoulder again.
You feel a hand on your shoulder, and it's a young woman. She's like, do that to me next time.
Ooh.
I'll be back. Out of the dark room.
Within moments, it's like you guys are all like trying to figure out what to do next. You see Zamir with Pippin over his shoulder walking out, and the proprietor, Seraphiel, she's like, "You work fast. I like that. Would you be liking a room?"
Do we need a room?
Do we want to investigate him in the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Selena just
How
says
many
yes.
allowed per room?
Well, it's per gold. We can give you the honeymoon suite.
We'll take it.
All right. That's just going to be a straight 15 gold for everything.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
And here you go. And she gives you 2 of the finest bottles of wine. And she says,
This big one, Merman.
yeah, just enjoy. The room is soundproof.
Thank you. We'd like to be left completely undisturbed.
All right. You have it for an hour.
Just enough. Thank you so much. Come around. Thank you.
You know what? I like you. 2 hours.
Thank you. And a couple more for Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll knock and see if I join later.
Come on, girl.
So yeah, you guys have the honeymoon suite, and you can interrogate Pippin if you'd like.
What does the honeymoon suite look like?
There's a big heart pink bed that rotates, and you look underneath, and it's just another like a little goblin man who's just like moving it.
And Miramek reaches under and he opens up the coin purse one more time and he says, "From a brother to another." He takes a couple gold and he slips it in and he says, "But keep going."
Thanks.
Okay, maybe let's not keep going. You can get out of here. Go take your break.
Oh, fine, thanks. And he lights a pipe and goes outside. Yeah, there's mirrors on the walls, mirrors on the ceilings. There's what look to be restraints, and a tub that is in the shape of a dragon's mouth that comes out like this.
Or
Throw him into the restraints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw him on the restraints.
Yeah, he's like it's like one of those big X cross things.
Yes.
So his hand, you can attach his hands, but his feet do not reach the bottom. So he's just hanging there.
Just one arm, really.
Yeah. He's like, "What's wrong? Please."
I'll pull a chair up so he's not just dangling. He can just stand on a
Thank
chair.
you.
I thought we were friends. We were so friendly, and you seem to run away from me in the market, and I want to know why.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd be mad. I left Lady Alara. I was too scared. I
Of
ran.
what?
Of you getting angry. You liked her more than me.
I'm surprised that you can do that.
I'm surprised too. The ambering happened, and
You weren't there.
Well, I saw her get ambered, and then I ran, and it was like right behind me, and then I ran, and I got out, and now I've just been looking for someone or something. I heard that there might be. I don't know. I just gave up. I'm sorry. I just need a vampire. I heard there was some near here, and I came looking, and
What do you need a vampire for?
Do you want to do it?
I'm a thrall. I need to serve someone of dark majesty and beauty.
You're a thrall.
Oh, you are Safina.
She says, "Yes, hello, Pippin."
Yes. I'm just trying some things out. Ever since my breakup with Lunestra, it's been tough.
Safina will just say, "Whenever there's trouble, we always seem to find you."
Well, if I remember correctly, I was accurate in the March of Thay when you cornered me about a year ago. And I told you all what happened at that wedding you missed.
She just stares at him.
But yes, I'm sorry. I thought you would be more upset with me, Prasa. I didn't.
Do I believe this?
Make an insight check.
13.
He seems to be telling the truth. It's weird because what it sounds like happened is that Alara got ambered, and this has disrupted his
Obedience balance.
Yeah, it's like he is still tied to her because she's not dead. She's in a form of stasis, so she can't exact her power over him. But he's kind of lost without a vampire telling him what to do.
Let me be clear to you on this. If you get re-thralled by somebody else, when Alara gets unambered, you are going to be in a really complicated place, and you don't want that.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Do you just need to be given orders for a little while?
Do you want to? And it's like
Kind of.
I get it.
I'll take orders. What do you want? What do you need?
Yeah, God, I don't know. Somehow you've made it halfway across the continent and found me.
I wasn't actually looking for you, but
No,
yeah, and
but
I
it
didn't.
happened, and Tom is out there somewhere, and Ten is out there somewhere, and these people's friends are out there somewhere.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, but you seem to have some good supernatural luck to go find them.
Well, and he looks at you and he's like, sometimes gnomes are a little bit more lucky than most, right?
Wrong.
We don't know who Alara is, right? The name is familiar.
It wouldn't be familiar.
It wouldn't be familiar. Yeah, you don't.
Okay, so she'll say, Alara. Who is Alara?
Alara is a vampire in Baldur's Gate who is really, I gotta look up the name, who's got a big bone to pick with the person who turned her, which is...
If you want to roll a history check, I can tell
Yeah.
you. If you want help, I can tell you.
It's in my notes. Sarkos.
Sarkos.
Yes.
Sarkos.
Wait,
She's
why
got a big...
don't that name?
It does sound familiar.
Why does that name?
Because Sarkos is the man who...
Obsidian motherfucker.
Doing more things?
Do you say Sarkos out loud?
I do.
Oh fuck. I think you see.
All right, we just learned this from Aura.
Yeah. Fuck. You saying Sarkos out loud and then connecting it with Pippin, I think Zamir immediately goes over to Pippin, puts their hands around his throat. What do you know about Sarkos? What do you know about Sarkos? Tell me all the information right now!
Oh, man.
Make an intimidation check. And Prasa, what were you going to say?
Oh, let's play out.
That's a 12.
I mean, yeah, your hands are around his little neck, and all he gets out is
Speak clearly!
Savina will come and put her hand on your shoulder and say, let him speak.
Hands come off of the throat.
and he's just swinging there with one hand, and he's like, Sarkos turned my lady about 40 years ago in Waterdeep. That's all I know.
That's all? Do you know where he could be?
We found his coffin and restaked him in Baldur's Gate, which put him out of commission for a little while.
So you know Sarkos.
I've met I've stabbed Sarkos. That's not really knowing someone.
Wait, put him out.
Someone in the other room is like, you can stab me.
This room is soundproof, according to Sarah.
My conversation with Sarah after this. Wait, so you stabbed Sarkos and that took him out for a minute? Explain.
I think vampires do this sort of regenerative thing where they only really die under certain conditions. But we needed him to be...
You remember that specifically as the leader of the Obsidian Claw, a woman by the name of Vittoria Kraskul gifted him a phylactery.
I don't think I know that. But I'll believe you.
This is something Alara told you, because this was in so much that I think you would have. I think you were out for that one.
There we go.
But yes, it was. The reason was like you needed to go get something, and then the question was, Alara, why didn't you just kill him? That she could only be killed by the one who turned her, and then why didn't you guys went into his coffin and like, why don't we just kill him? She's like, well, he'll just keep coming back.
He can only be killed under certain circumstances.
Correct.
But we could at least kill him for a little bit.
Yes, you turned him into mist, and then he would reform.
Yeah. I don't know if he would reform fast enough that if he's still stuck in Baldur's Gate or not, but...
And then Safina will turn to the two of you and say, Vittoria, the Lich. Then she'll sigh, and she'll say, that's right. I'm a living phylactery. I have a Lich in my bracelet.
You're pretty capable, so I think that's a good thing? Or is it a bad thing?
No, it's quite a bad thing, but
Okay,
we had
I'm
no
sorry.
other choice.
All right.
So Vittoria, you don't know. Thurzan Vul is the lich in your...
Yeah, but didn't he mention?
Yes.
He said her name.
Yeah.
So that's just something that we have heard.
I will also immediately take out the stop moving the map that has
Oh right.
shit, what is her name?
Kartha.
Kartha. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Kartha's, and I want to see where Kartha is right now.
All right. So we'll look at the map real quick. So...
When your bow just get, I'm gonna be pissed off.
No. So Sharmeed is where you guys currently are, and you left her. I'm going to zoom out a bit, or try to. She is up near here, near Torsh, and she's going north. She promised Safina that she would find Zeminel.
So
Okay.
Safina looks.
So yeah, you left her around around here. So she went north when you guys went west.
Okay, so that's. I think you guys will all see as Zamir takes out this map and looks for Kartha that there's the shoulders come down a little bit as you realize that at least she is telling somewhat of the truth and not headed to where her master might have been. Folded the map and puts it away. How quickly can a vampire reform? Does anyone know this?
It took about a day, and Prasa.
Too quickly.
Yeah, too quickly. It took about a day, but you saw him again at your ceremony, and the reason.
And we wiped his memory.
Yes.
Which is why we went to Mara in the first place, so that we would be able to wipe his memory when we killed him because we fucked something up in front of him.
Oh.
How much of his memory did you wipe?
Like a week.
And what did
Not
you,
a long time.
Okay.
And what did you fuck up?
I think maybe just fighting with him in the streets that
Yeah.
he knew who we were.
Oh, got it.
Because Alara was afraid that now that he knew your faces, he'd come for you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Whatever important thing you wish that he didn't know, he probably still knows that.
Well, she'll just look to you and say, what do you want to? How are you?
Oh, I'm not good. I want him dead. He killed my family. Well, he killed my father.
Well, then you and Alara are probably friends, because he killed her family and she wants him dead.
We're adding another thing to the list now.
Yeah, like, there's plenty of reasons. I'll help you. I've already sort of killed him once. Yeah.
I suspect he is also in league with Thay.
Yes.
Yes, I do know that. He's at least from there. Assassin thing, maybe?
Obsidian Claw.
Great. You've heard it enough times. Great.
And I think Zamir actively rolls their eyes as we say Obsidian Claw.
I'd say both of you make a history check, please.
16.
History is not going to be good for me because the negative one, so that's a 12.
So, Safina, you do remember that your old patron, Marion,
Yes.
her family was killed by Sarkos.
That's right. He was one of the assassins.
He's big on getting the whole family, it sounds like. Generally.
Yes, and also likely, and also working with Thorpe, the.
I'm sorry, you said he's big on getting the whole
Yeah,
family?
he killed all of Lara's family, he killed a lot of your family, he killed a lot of this person's family, but I guess he's not great at finishing the job.
Do you think he would go after like the rest of them if he knew that they were alive?
I have no idea. I followed him in the street and I stabbed him while he was asleep. I really don't know very much about the dude.
Okay.
A lot of murder.
Clearly.
Interesting horde that I didn't get quite enough of.
Well, to be completely honest, he didn't just kill my father. He destroyed my entire town to get to my father.
All right. I'm sorry.
Safina will look at Samir and ask, Zamir, who was your father?
As far as until about a month ago, he was just a man investigating a cave. Loving, wonderful father. And then disaster happens. I'm an orphan, and then we found each other.
Yeah.
Found out he was investigating the I'm gonna get this wrong. Titan of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That dead Titan of Earth that was in the cave, which he kept from all of us. Which I'm assuming then is why Sarkos then came to my town and killed him, because my father was an agent of Thay.
Your father?
Yes, was.
He's an ex-agent of Thay, and this is
Ex-agent.
revenge. Or
Yes.
got it.
Him staying in my hometown was never part of the plan. And him staying there, unfortunately, put the entire town and my family at risk. And also got him killed. So, Pippin, do you have anything else to say?
So Merrimack is standing over there, holding up his foot because he slipped off just listening.
I mean, I gather if you'd like, I can help you all get back west. I guess you're right, Prasa. Lady Stonehill should be the one that I should be with. I shouldn't be looking for other vampires. And when he says this out loud, the two of you hear that. He refers to Alara as Lady Stonehill.
Wait.
Safina, she'll look at Pippin and she'll say that again.
Lady Stonehill, Alara Stonehill. My one and true master, who I've devoted my life and body to.
Who was turned by Sarkos.
Correct.
Safina,
who killed.
Well, she'll look at you and say, do you know Lady Alara? Do you know what
Yeah.
she looks like?
Well, I was going to save this for when I gave him the order, but yeah, she looks... I'll do the best voice that I can of her. She looks... I remember... assume just because she's a vampire, both a little grungy and glamorous.
Yeah.
Her speech is not.
Prasa turns into what looks like a 19, 18-year-old girl in this, like, gothic Lolita dress, kind of very fancy, leans over, very pale, long black hair, and she is the striking image of Marion Stonehill. But you can see that there's vampiric features. She's pale, she's got red eyes, you can see the fangs. And this attack on Marion's home happened over 40 years ago.
So, does she look like a younger version of Marion, or looks like Marion just as a vampire?
She looks like she could be Marion's daughter.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't think Zamir would know of Marion's children. Just know that the family is gone.
Yeah.
Has she revealed any of her actual, like, her children, a partner?
She made mention that her family was killed, and that Safina, you did go into her old manor and
Right.
you saw the family portrait.
Oh, that's right. So I would have recognized.
Mhm.
So it looks like her daughter, basically.
Marion had a husband named Arenthal, and a daughter named Alara, and a younger daughter named Esmeralda.
That's right. And Safina will turn back to Pippin and say, "Do you know of Marion Stonehill?"
The name sounds roughly familiar. I don't know her personally, but I'm assuming she is blessed to be connected with my mistress in some way, shape, or form.
Safina sighs and she says, I'm not sure how Marion will take this.
Well, her daughter is
Undead.
She can potentially speak to her daughter again.
I'm going to shift back out of this so Pippin doesn't really see too much of it.
You can see, I would say, he's relatively excited.
Temper yourself. We're gonna get to it.
And he just bites his hand. He's like,
They're there.
ow, ow.
I don't think Alara knows that anybody's alive either.
But she's also encased in amber.
She's in Baldur's Gate, and from Pippin's description, she did not get out.
Safina she'll turn to you and say, "We need to get back to Waterdeep."
Pippin speaks up. Well, I can be of some service.
Mm-hmm.
I know 3 pathways, and he mentions how to the north there's the Firestep Citadel. He worries because there are 2 fire giants that are keeping toll and preventing people from going through the mountain pass. They march to the west. He recently escaped some people from the army of the First People, which he describes as a growing army of individuals who are made up of Goliaths, orcs, goblins, lizard folk, the people who don't live as long, who have been going through and kind of laying claim there and recruiting soldiers to their cause. And then he makes mention of the city of Durlusk. He was more interested in that because it seemed like there's a potential pathway across the Lake of Steam that has long been forgotten. It is, he was interested because there were a city of, it's translated as the city of impersonators.
Oh, God.
But it has long since been it's long since been abandoned, and there's rumors that it's been held up by vampires. But there's rumor of an iron ship, an iron boat that can cross the Lake of Steam that people used to construct it there. But he says those are the 3 best options I came up with, and I'm willing to help get you there. Also, I'm still studying bugs, so if you have any good ones, let me know. You do remember he is the assistant professor of Baldur's Gate of Astral Entomology.
And got in hot water for stealing his girlfriend's astral beetle research project. Petty drama.
Oh my god. Okay.
That did happen.
And God, and Elowen is somehow tied to that.
Yes.
It's her sister?
Yes. Her sister.
You know this too?
Well,
yes, because
Yeah, yes.
You
Like,
played Elowen.
yes.
Do you say Elowen out loud?
yeah,
Pippin's like, not Elowen.
you're fine. You're fine. She can't find you here.
Thank God.
Oh,
What seems to be our most likely path home?
I mean,
Where's Shamid?
You're in Charmead, yeah.
Charmead.
as cute as the city of impersonators sounds, we met a number of Army of the First People folks in Baldur's Gate. And I'm kind of curious about what they're up to, because they've mostly been fucking with the nobility of Baldur's Gate, which has been kind of cute. They did, put arrows through a couple of people who didn't need it, but also they have been fucking with the bullshit nobility of Baldur's Gate in a really nice way.
Well, as you guys spend the remainder of your 2 hours in the honeymoon suite, you'll come up with a plan, and we're going to go to break because it's been a minute, and I think people might need to relieve themselves. So we'll be back.
Screw the fire. I don't want to burn.
All right, we're back. Screw the fire. I don't want to burn. Get
David
that,
Lynch.
David Lynch.
David Lynch and Screw the Fire. I don't want to burn.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Goblin Guys. We left this group. They were deciding which direction they wanted to go to get back home. Their new friend and old friend Pippin Whistlewick, who they've strung up in the honeymoon suite, has given them 3 options. There's the Firestep Citadel that is guarded by some fire giants. There's Durlusk, which has the potential access to an iron bottom boat that can get them across the Lake of Steam. But this town may be filled with vampires. And then there's Thaymart all the way to the west. Let me try and move this because you can't see it on stream. Which is currently... There it is. Thamarsh. Which is currently being hounded by a group known as the Army of the First People.
No.
So, where do you guys want to go?
I'm saying no to fire giants.
Yeah, no to fire
That
giants.
does sound fun to me.
So our options are the known of the deceivers or the mystery of the
Army of the First
army.
People.
The first people.
The army of the first people are orc, hobgoblin, goblin, etc. movement who are trying to connect. One of you knows Agnes.
2 of us knows.
2 of you knows Agnes.
Sorry.
Agnes.
What do you know of Agnes?
Agnes wrote some books. Agnes wrote some books that.
She doesn't remember writing.
Oh,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
That reference what the first people are, the army of the first people are looking into about like what the before splitting into the goblins and the elves and such, where they come from, and they're represented by some like purple multi-armed, multi-legged being.
Purple, multi-armed, multi-legged being.
Yeah.
And Agnes wrote a book about it.
Agnes wrote a book about. Hold on, if I can find the. Oh, I have so many notes. So many notes.
I'm here to help whenever you need it.
Yeah. 10 helps with the orcs and others camp and discovers a medical journal that talks more about the first person, written by Agnes Warshawill. Is that correct?
Yes. So, what you remember, it was a very dense medical journal, very much like written not for public consumption, but for learned people of medical background. And Agnes posited that all mortal races descend from one race specifically, something that was anywhere between 7 to 10 feet tall, purplish skin, had 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 heads. And the Army of the First People found this and kind of it galvanized them to be like, hey, we're all the same. Why can't we all get the same rights and appreciation? Why do the elves, why do the dwarves, why do the gnomes get to live so long and dictate how things are done? So,
Fair.
yeah.
Which
So,
kind of ties in with this like Prince of Twilight thing where they're trying to get the elves to keep living so long, which is exactly at odds with the first people, the army of the first peoples. I don't know. I guess your friend started a movement that she doesn't remember.
Or that, yes, her memories of were stolen.
Stolen. This feels different from Marwa's changed thing.
Well, maybe not stolen. Perhaps just changed.
Yeah.
Certainly not present.
Is
Correct.
this also Marwa stuff? Do we think it's Marwa stuff?
It seems like it.
Yeah.
you know for
Everything-
certain
yeah,
it was.
Yeah, it's far too connected to not be.
Yeah.
Well, no, Conjure did
Oh,
say it
oh.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Considering the connection, my vote is Thamarsh.
I'm quite interested in that, personally.
I'm down.
Well,
I don't want to burn and I don't want to steam, so let's walk.
You're in the bathhouse right now.
Merrimack stands gagged.
Actually,
Gooned, even.
Yeah.
you
well.
probably need another bag. Jump in the tub. You've been
And before you
Haven't
can
been
finish the
the same.
sentence, out of the clothes, in the water, smiling.
Yeah, you guys can take the better part of the hour just to enjoy this. It's also an inn. You can easily sleep here if you'd like, if you want to pay up. But there's a road. It's one of those like pay by the hour motel type of thing. So
Are we intending on resting before, like long resting before we leave? Probably.
you can if you'd like.
I think that would be wise.
It's close to like 10:30, 11 at night.
Oh,
at
then
this point.
yes. Then yes.
Um,
I
yeah.
would look at Prasa like, do you want us to let this one off of the cross?
Oh, yeah. I kind of wanted this, like, we can either have him help us when we get to Thamarsh, or send him into the world to see if he can find anybody else we know who's been teleported.
Do you want to help us through Thamarsh, or do you want to wander the world?
Considering I need to make better choices with my life and not just go with what people tell me. That being said, I should probably do what Prasa told me. I should probably go back to Baldur's Gate and find my mistress and ask maybe for some more freedom to make my own decisions. Because until I do, I'm going to be looking for other people to make them for me. And that hasn't worked out well for me. I haven't even written my dissertation yet, so that's really bad.
Can I take a moment with this?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna connect him down, put him back to the floor,
Thank you.
and turn into a Lara.
Oh, God.
So what you're going to do
Yes.
is you're going to go back to Baldur's Gate,
Yes.
where you're going to find me and be ready for me when I come out of the Amber Ring.
So I don't go with you guys.
You're going to, like you just said, go back to Baldur's Gate and be ready when I am unambered.
Okay.
Because you are my thrall, and you are my servant, and you are my assistant.
I am.
And you're also going to assert yourself
Okay.
to find your own space to exist your own life with that and finish your dissertation.
Okay.
And you're going to talk to me about that in clear terms while you define on the long walk home what you want in this life.
All right. Do you have some parchment that I can borrow? I have a lot to say. I need to write it down.
Here.
Thank you. Should I get started now?
You can do it while you're walking.
All right. Now.
Go.
Okay. And he starts.
Tell him about his your Marion mom, Marion Stonehill. Tell him to like Marion Stone to tell that Marion Stone exists.
I mean, I can do that when I get back myself, but yes. Also, let me know that my mother Marion is alive.
Marion alive. And then you see it's like that very much college, like Marion circle arrow alive. Right. Okay. I'm off. Where do I go? And he just starts walking. West.
Yeah. Okay.
Well-
Bye, Pippin.
I'm spiritually absolved of that.
Bye, Pippin.
Did you need him for something?
No.
Okay.
Just good riddance.
Above table, Pippin is one of my favorite characters.
I could see this.
He has been a thorn in everyone's side since I created him, which is why I like him.
Mhm.
But yeah, you guys can you find a small inn, take a long rest if you'd like. And Merrimack, you are racked with guilt again.
I know I am.
You wake up in the middle of the night. You're all in the same room, and you see Safina's bangle just hanging over the side.
I'm waiting for the voice.
Hello. Leave me alone. I see you looking. I can't stop. You know you want to. I do. Come.
How?
Take the bracelet.
I can't just yet.
Why not?
Because I can't, because these people have helped me.
I can help you, and you can help them.
Are they asleep?
They're all asleep.
I think Merrimack gets up. And he just puts his foot down, but there's a loud. So he freezes. Does anybody wake up?
Roll a stealth check
Oh,
for me,
God
please.
We got a 14.
No one seems to wake up.
Okay. After the
Pink dice.
creak, come on, Fuzzy, whoosh, down into frog.
Okay.
Bloop, 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 over, and then with his little webbed hand reaches up for the bracelet, and you could just see him wanting to. He yanks it back down and rubber back over, and he says, "No." But all the room hears is.
I'd say what's everyone's passive? I'm just regular passive perception.
10, 13.
You hear a ribbit and you wake up, but you don't see anything. You go back to bed.
Okay.
The Miramash shifts back and angrily sort of says, "No!" and pulls his blankets over.
The next morning, you got. The next morning, you guys, it's early morning. If you want to do any shopping or supply runs, you're able to. But if not, you can head off towards.
I want to get some food for Maxine, please.
Yep, it's about a gold.
Thank you. There you go.
The centaurs also gave you a good chunk of stuff, so you're good.
All right.
You're good with stuff for a
Okay.
bit.
Safina will, of course, do her daily prep of casting Mage
Mage armor.
armor and now False Life. Second level.
Anything else?
I would love to see any kind of like more specialty equipment.
So there's
Things on market.
the market is pretty dense because the stock is always changing, but the Emberglass Forge is pretty stationary. You get there. There are two people working there. There's what appears to be a fire genasi, a male, who's bald, but he's got like ember-ish hair as he's working the forge. And then there's a mountain dwarf woman who's kind of helping him. She's kind of broad-shouldered with iron gray hair. And they acknowledge as you come in. They have a few things for sale here. You can basically get a +1 scimitar and a +1 shield that are made out of like black stone almost. You're not sure what it's made of, but there's also a mithril chain shirt and surprising a return throwing axe.
Wow.
That, as the name suggests, you throw it and it comes back to you. There's also a pair of boots that you don't know what they do.
Ooh. Can I tell if they are magic?
They are magic.
What do they want for them?
150 gold.
And what do they want for the shield?
Let me just double check my notes. For the shield, 450.
I do love a mystery. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at what's in my bag.
Does anyone else want to do any shopping or anything while he
I
looks?
would like to find any fabric store, specifically to find any high-end thread and or small loom equipment that you could use for patching.
Yeah, you can go through the Gilded Reins, the where the traders meet. Yeah, there's probably for all of that stuff a gold.
Solid.
You can pay probably about like 5 gold for like a bolt of fabric if you really wanted it.
I probably can't carry around a bolt of fabric,
Yeah.
so I'll just take some. I'll give a gold and get some more supplies so I can patch up some things.
Okay. Yeah, you're easily able to get it. You do see someone trying to hawk this like bag of dust towards you.
Excuse me. You're being very. What is this?
It's the best you can hope for on this side of the continent. This bag of dust will help you be unseen. And he takes a little bit out and he just, and he says, "Look," and he holds up a mirror and just your face is invisible. Dust of disappearance at your leisure.
But a pinch did bring back my face.
And he goes, "See, you must. It's 300.
How many pinches in this bag?
A limited amount.
Limited amount. How big is the bag?
It's probably like you probably can get 3 uses out of it.
For 300.
100 per use.
This is like a. What is the state of this person?
They've been selling stuff for a couple of years, if not decades, and it's just like he's a trader. Like he tries to sell what he can, tries to do his best version of getting you to buy things.
Yeah. I don't have 300. Not for 3 uses of this.
200.
Listen, that's still
200, and I'll throw in a health potion.
150.
175. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, I don't think I'm good at persuasion at all. Anyway, nope, I don't. Cause that's charisma. That's a 5.
175.
170.
Deal.
I hand him the 170 and the dust and the health potion. Thank you. You're a little weird.
My wife says.
Well, you should listen to her.
And then what is Prasa getting up to?
I'll take the boots.
You
They're more interesting, even though the shield is mechanically quite nice.
Yeah, these basically they're considered boots of the Trailblazer is what they're called.
Ooh.
It increases your walking speed by 10 feet and allows you to ignore all difficult terrain.
Ooh, are they attunement?
Yes, they are.
Great.
I think they're custom, so if you don't find them, I'll put them in there.
Great.
Is there like another magic? Is this the only magical store, or is there another?
It's like a bazaar. Like there's stuff you can do an investigation check.
Yeah. Mostly looking for accessories or robes.
Okay.
12.
You don't find anything in particular, but you do find a first level spell scroll.
Oh, great.
It's 75 gold.
Let me see. Do I want to buy that? First level spells that I want. I will not buy it.
Okay.
You said plus 10 movement speed, and there was something else?
Ignore difficult terrain.
Hot. Yeah.
They seemingly match your armor very well. They don't. Just in the right light. Anything else before you guys set out? All right. You find Maxine. Are you taking Eloin Nocturne with you?
I feel like we have to.
I think so. As much as I'm furious with her, she's also one of the most impressive people I've ever met.
Maxine, do you mind carrying this extra load, honey?
Oh, not a bit. But I did see some Minotaur in the city. Do you think they might get my hoof print? My number?
I think I can trade that to him next time I see him, honey.
All right, thank you. And so she's with her cart, so you can easily put Eloin in there. It's going to be, unfortunately, not a quick route. It's going to be a bit slower. So this path from Charmead across the Shar itself, all the way to Thaymarsh, is going to take the better part of a week.
Ooh.
But it's open, and I'd say you can all. We're gonna go around the table. Everyone roll a survival check.
Oh no.
Before we depart, Safina's gonna give you her ring of cold resistance because she doesn't need it right now.
Okay.
So, because she has other ways of mitigating cold damage. So she just realized, in her preparation that night, she was like, "I don't need this. I'm gonna use the mirror."
Solid. I'll take it.
Yes. So I'm gonna take that out of my inventory.
Put it over. Yep.
Ring of cold resistance. Okay, survival check.
Yeah.
Oh. I've been rolling Garbaggio today.
15.
I'm still rolling Garbaggio. 9.
Not 20.
Nice.
1 second.
I'd say at least with the first nat 20, you're able to navigate through the Shar unimpeded. You actually you find this small settlement here. that is just a bunch of traders that set up camp. They allow you guys to sleep there
It's nice.
before you head out. Roll another survival check for me, please.
I didn't do the first one yet because I had a question.
Yeah.
Can I, ditching my gloves of thievery item, and instead crafting the manifold tool
Yeah.
as cartographer's tools, which gets me proficiency in them,
Oh, yes.
use cartographer's tools proficiency and knowledge to help us navigate this?
Yeah, I'd say that's going to cut your travel time down by like a day or two at the very least.
Hot.
Because you're able to now see like where the elevation is and kind of where the most flat parts of the shard could be.
Which second roll is also garbage. 7.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Merrimack, you help. You kind of help Maxine. You're riding on top of her, and you're just giving her like the biggest pep talk possible. And before you see that you kind of help her avoid like all these like hidden pitfalls instead of breaking her leg because you don't want to send her to the glue factory anytime soon.
Never would I.
And yeah, you guys spend the next day and a half, and you get to the river Skelptar. It is a pretty vast river. There doesn't seem to be any bridge nearby. You could do one of two things. You guys can ford the river, try your luck, or you can try to build a bridge or slash find a bridge.
Where are we in
You're probably like right at the coast up here.
and how wide is the river?
It's pretty wide. I'd say it's like, think Mississippi River.
Of course.
MISSISSIPPI. And we have the cart, so I couldn't Python myself and drag everybody across. I couldn't drag Maxine in the cart across.
You could do that whole like not that whole thing would be like, okay, you can only put the chicken, the dog, and the cat.
Yeah.
You can only put Merrimack, Elowin, and Maxine one at a time.
I could do it one at a time.
You could.
And then you couldn't take the entire cart.
No.
with a giant
You probably
animal in it.
you probably couldn't take Elowin with you because she is ambered and a little heavier.
Is Elowin?
You got water.
The river's definitely wider than 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Say, is she targetable with spells while she's in the amber?
What do you have in mind?
Vortex warp.
You could try.
Well, how far do we have to warp her? Because I also have that.
You can upcast it better than I can, so you can do it for longer.
I could.
If you can get like mid-river. Though it doesn't necessarily help with the cart.
It's just It's a question of how wide the river is, because I can only do it up to 150 feet.
It's maybe close to a mile and a half.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
vortex warps I can only. As a druid, isn't? I mean, we'd have to rest for another night, unless you have. No, you don't have natural recovery, do it. What's your subclass?
Circle of the Moon.
Oh, never mind.
Damn. God damn.
River.
I'm up. I just run
I
fast.
guess we should just.
Technically, you could run across
I
the
could
river.
run across the river.
You could.
We can all get across the river. How do we want to get the
We-
cart across the river?
Right. Each of us individually can get across the river.
Because I have
There's-
octopus, giant
No,
octopus. I
I-
feel like I could
Ooh.
wrap around Elowin
Ooh.
and glunk 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 her along.
You can fly, yeah?
For only a minute,
I can get the cart into the air,
and then
levitate.
and then like
Does
push
it
it.
does it become weightless?
But again, that would only give me. I mean, I
You
could
have
up
long
my.
enough to get it across.
I could up my walking if we.
Are there fish in the river?
Rested.
I think so.
A lot of them.
You have to find them. You have to talk to them.
Could I speak with animals?
Yeah.
And dip myself into the water and see how many fish are around?
Yeah, you say speak with animals. Make a either performance or persuasion check to see how many you can coerce to your person.
17. Persuasion would make it 20.
Yeah.
Ask them if there's a bridge nearby.
Well, okay.
You could do that, yeah. There are probably about 14, 15 fish that kind of come up and say hi to you.
Not many. Okay.
Yeah. But you can see there's more. It's just like trout and some carp
Well, in my
and
head I was
all
thinking
fresh
like
river.
2,000 to form together for just a heartbeat for us to pew across their backs.
One of the fish says, we could try. I just got to get my cousin and my friend and my kids.
Well, before I ask, how far are we from the nearest bridge, if you've seen above?
They mentioned that there's probably one closer to the south near the inlet to the ocean, or one further north. It's you guys are like smack dab in the middle.
How many cousins did you say you had?
I got about 70 that are still alive.
I don't think that's enough.
That's not.
No. But thank you for your day.
Thank you. Are you gonna eat me?
No, but he takes out a little bit of breadcrumbs and
Thank you. You are our god now.
go with peace, my child.
Thank you.
Okay, so we can't cross the river on the fish's backs, but I did try.
And you started a small religion.
Thank you.
It's just a bunch of what
Yeah,
druids
The
would
funny
do.
thing is, if I prepared the right spells, well, I still wouldn't be able to. I could, in 1 minute's time, I could get, I think, 3,000 feet across, but that's not a full mile. And I don't have the right spells prepared. But that's the farthest I
Does
would.
anybody have
Something
any
that
freeze
is a bridge.
And
talents?
I'd be alone.
Any freeze talents?
No.
I didn't equip it today.
I don't hate going south and finding a bridge.
Yeah, I think
but,
that's
Yeah,
our only
fine, too.
choice.
Going south of Finding a Bridge sounds like the right path.
Just down the river.
Down the river and through the wood.
Mhm.
You guys go downriver. You get to what looks like, I'd say, make another either nature or survival check.
Nature.
Oh my god! 9. I'm rolling I hate these dice. Fuck these
Oh
dice.
no.
What was it, nature or what?
Survival.
We're gonna go survival for 14.
18.
Okay. 14, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And Prasa, I'd say you can roll survival or nature with advantage with your cartographer's tools.
Take the advantage. That's a 15.
Okay. Unfortunately, Safina, you take a point of exhaustion. This is just too. You're wearing those heeled boots, and it's just not great for long marches in the wilderness. Bryce Dallas Howard found dead. That was a Jurassic Park reference.
Or the Lady in the Water reference.
True, that too. But you manage to get to a small path, and there is a bridge. But what you see on the other side are camps, not that far away, kind of on the border of these woods that you see. And we're gonna zoom in right here.
Yalach.
Zoom. Yeah, so you see like a bunch of camps like along this path. And you can all make perception checks or investigation checks.
21 on perception.
18.
5.
Okay.
21. No,
So-
24.
So all of you see there are giant purple banners with a humanoid with 4 arms and 4 legs. This encampment is probably about a good 200 people, maybe, as you see a giant boar kind of riding towards you, carrying a banner. And there's a few other people on horses and giant lizards coming towards you.
At us or toward us?
At you. It's
Oh.
like they've spotted you. And they are all kind of galloping towards you. And you are kind of caught in their crosshairs. And this is where we're going to end it.
No!
Can I do something before we
Yes,
do
you
that?
may.
Because I would like to change my form
Yes,
I
all
do
of it.
too.
to looking similar, like he could be a brother of the grandfather
Orsic Targ.
Orsic Targ. Not Orsic himself, but maybe a relative of Orsic.
As he changes,
I wanna-
as you see, as you see Prasa change into like an older orc man, the two of you, I'd like you to make a history check.
23.
My history is a -1, so it's a 17 now.
This is the second time that this has happened to you, and it's very surreal. He looks very similar to Rook, Marion's caretaker, and he looks like a younger version of this. How is this possible?
A younger version.
What was his name?
Orsic Targ.
Orsic Tar.
Bless you.
And you know Marion's companion, her friend, Rook Targ.
Right. Was Ors... well, I guess we'll have to ask.
At the
Zamir just
next
looks
session.
at you, 'cause you know more than I do, but Zamir would just like look at you and be like,
Yeah.
Connections. Thank you, everyone. This was a little bit longer than we normally do, but we have lore to dump and
Lots.
people to connect. And we needed to make sure that we got Jonah's 2 hours in, contractually obligated, before we lose him again to his third BBL. We're not going to tell you where that one is. But yeah, thank you again. We're going to be playing on Monday. We may have a special guest on that session. We'll see.
Brett Riddler.
Brett Riddler, who is canon now. Redheaded, beautiful man who had, I don't know, who wore a bath towel.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Have a goblin night. Gobble up that night.
keep gobbling.
Keep gobbling.